Hello, my fellow kings and queens, my divine gods and goddesses. Even when you don't feel like it, you are. My name is Tianah, and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. Before we get into your card reading, I just want to do a bit of housekeeping and let you know that even though in the title I am dating these as July 2019, really, these readings are not date specific and can be applicable at any time. And the characters can be flipped around, so I might be talking to you or a cross-watcher, or it might be more applicable to someone else in your life. So just keep that in mind. You might need to rewatch from that new perspective. And also, these aren't meant for prediction type purposes, although that can just happen, but my intention is to help you along your spiritual journey and give you new and positive and uplifting insight. And if you can walk away with like, oh, I didn't think of it that way before, then that makes me feel really good. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. Hello, Aries. I hope you had a great week and a wonderful 4th of July for those of you that are in the States. And if not, if you're not from the States, then I hope you just had a great week. Yeah, Aries, we are going to be working with two card decks. The first one has to do with sacred geometry, which is the language of the soul. So don't freak out if you don't know really anything about sacred geometry, because your soul will understand. So just think of these as energetic medicine for you that your body and mind and spirit is needing right now, and you will receive it, and it will help you think new amazing thoughts and help you have new ideas and perhaps even see things in a new way. So Aries, you got belief, conception, realization, and alchemy. So to me, this seems like a total recipe for manifestation for you, a unique recipe that's catered to you and what you really need to focus on in order to create whatever it is that you're wanting in your life. So let's break this all down. First, we have belief, and of course, whatever it is that you are wanting to bring into the physical reality, you have to believe that it's possible. And you so much that you know that it's going to happen. This is all about faith. We have the number 11 up at the top, which to me signifies synchronicity. So you might actually even be seeing double digits such as 1111, and you might even be experiencing things that are mirroring back to you what it is that you want, or unfortunately things that you don't want but you still might have active within you, and it's just there to show up and say, do you still want to believe this, or do you still want this? And if it's no, then that's just an invitation to start changing that energy, that belief, and and you can totally change a belief. It's a lot. It's very easy. There is a process to do that. It just takes practice. So, and this also can do a lot about. This also has to do with your self-worth too. So, you might be called to start improving your relationship with your self-worth. And in my opinion, self-worth doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's only meaningful because we put meaning behind it because of our limiting beliefs that we have. But when it comes to the universe delivering us $100,000, $1 million, $50 million, it doesn't have anything to do with our deservingness or self-worth. It has everything to do with our belief in the knowing that it's possible and that we can have it. So let's read. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to Source. So, yes, connect to your higher power, whatever you believe. And just believe, always believe, always believe. The next card we have is Conception. So, you have launched the Rocket Desire, and now you are planting the seed so that you can watch it blossom. So this is the planting of the seed time. So you've launched your Rocket Desire, you believe you can have it. This is the second step. This is awesome. This might also indicate actual literal conception, and congratulations to you if that is the case, Aries. But for most of you, this is about conceiving, creating thoughts to things. Whether money, relationships, just overall being happier, whatever it is, it is in the birthing process, which is really exciting. So let's read this card. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Intention is so important, Aries, so important. And you are totally unlimited. This universe is unlimited. You are unlimited. So that is definitely exciting. Now, the third step to your recipe of manifestation is a realization. To me, this represents, seeing the little sprout come up through the earth. It's becoming real. Seeing your baby for the first time, you're realizing it, you're seeing it with real eyes. So perhaps you're about to start seeing your manifestation come to life, through cooperative components, through just the improvements that you're starting to experience in your life. And this is just all really exciting. The 3 and the 7 add up to 10, so that's manifestation, baby, manifestation. So you definitely are in the process of manifesting something really, really juicy and really yummy. I also want to draw your attention towards the colors, because the colors are also very significant and meaningful. So we have orange, yellow, blue, and green. And the orange and yellow represent the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. And the sacral chakra is all about creating a life that is very yummy, that feels really good. And it is also about being able to flow with one's desires and to go in the direction of your life force. The yellow, your solar plexus, is all about your self-identity, your own self-empowerment, knowing who you are. The green is your heart chakra, being in tune with your heart's desires, and the blue is communication, communicating your desires, communicating who you are, your boundaries, what you want, your power, and your heart's desires. It's all of it, communicating all of that. So I just thought that was very significant. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, yes, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. So this makes me think about a newborn baby, because a newborn baby has unlimited potential and is able to be the highest expression of God incarnate. I mean, when you look at a baby, it just emanates pure unconditional love and just potential, and and it's not soiled or clouded by any preconceived limiting beliefs or anything like that. Like, it's just so pure. So maybe you want, maybe that kind of medicine will serve you, taking on that kind of mindset, like a newborn baby, like before anyone told you that like this or that wasn't possible, or that you can't do this or you can't do that or whatever, you taking on that mentality of just being that pure essence of God incarnate and being able to do anything. So it's very beautiful, Aries. The last card before we get into the fairies is Alchemy. And this is, the yin and the yang, the balancing of masculine and feminine, physical and non-physical, our physical 3D perspective with higher God consciousness perspective. It's all really, really beautiful, all working together. And again, we have a lot of orange here, which is all about flowing with one's desires. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside, like that newborn baby. Each one of us has that potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. So, Aries, you might be in a process of becoming an alchemist, which is surely the case because the first fairy card that we have is the Master Maker. And to me, this is my Aries card. And we have the Master Maker number 22 up at the top, which is the manifestation, becoming a master manifester. And he's kind of tapping at the top of your head, which I think, he is really getting you to question your beliefs and kind of knock you on top of the head every time you think a negative self-defeating thought about what it is that you want to create. So this is all about creating the physical. This is attention to detail. This is being the best in your area, in your career, in your craft. This is all about refinement. This is like the Olympic coach, just getting you to perform at your absolute best, Aries. That's what this card represents, that kind of energy. And it's that healthy push, push, keep going, keep practicing your craft, keep practicing, don't give up, that energy. So this is really exciting because you are about to, not to sound like a repeating record, but begin, not just manifest one thing, but as many things as you want, as you are becoming a master of your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. That is the key. You might also be, honing your artistic craft or your career or anything really. But the focus is becoming a master of yourself, of your emotions, and your mind. Aries. That is super awesome. The next card we have here is the Sage. And you can see that he has one blind eye. So I'm hearing the blind man sees, and he also, I feel like this represents all the seasons too. So this is like an integration of wisdom and seeing beyond the physical. So using your imagination to create what you want, like the coach, seeing the potential in something, knowing that you can do it without believing is seeing, right? It's not seeing is believing. Believing is seeing. So you might actually have a person in your life that's like this, or you might see yourself this way, or you might be seeing an opportunity this way, where it's not ideal, but you see the potential and you see the magic in it and you see what it could be, and you're not going to give up on that. But this can be applicable to anything really, Aries. But this is all about believing in yourself, believing in what you want, and knowing that it's possible. And keep in mind that believing is seeing. Once you believe it, you will see it. And I'm also getting integration here. So integration of all the cycles of life, and becoming at peace with the ebbs and flows. Sometimes life is really fast paced, sometimes life is very happy, things are going great, and then other times life is a lot more slower and it just totally different. And not needing life to be one certain way all the time, but being at one with the whole cycles and ebbs and flows of life. Um, and and uh, and also integration of all the elements. Aries, you are fire, so maybe there is a need to be more like earth, to ground yourself more, to be more fluid and be more like water, or to be more free and carefree like air. So it's all very interesting what is coming through. The next card we have is the Singer of Healing. So I'm getting, of course, duh, there's going to be some healing, but it's mostly in your mind, a healing of perception of some kind, a healing of your thoughts, a healing of how you like your certain concepts of things. I was also getting that for some of you, this might be a healing around money, around your own personal safety and security that you feel inside. A healing of how maybe how life has felt in the past, but how it really can be, how life can be. And that's very exciting. I know that there are a lot of people out there that believe that, yeah, life is this way, and they just accept it, like life is a struggle, or life's not fair, or whatever that is. And you might be coming to a point where you're like, not me. Life isn't going to be that way for me. And or you're just having a whole new lease on life, and it's totally I just getting like things are just getting flipped. Down here at the bottom we do have the topsy-turvets, so there is some kind of flip in your perception. And I just want to point out that this is like amazing piece of artwork because it can be seen from all angles. It's so cool. So you might even be putting something on its head. So like a belief, or a situation, or you know, whatever it is. You could be disproving something to yourself or proving something to yourself. But in any case, you are really having new perceptions, concepts, little aha moments that are just totally changing your whole life, your whole experience of life, which is then helping you manifest and attract new experiences and people and things and opportunities that come your way. So you, by changing your inner world, I'm a firm believer that when you change your inner world, how you talk to yourself, how you think, what you believe, how you feel, the outer world will begin reflecting that, and you will start to see changes in your reality. So where do I want to go? We have here the Bodacious Bodak, and for you specifically, Aries, um, I think this is just your past feelings on how life felt. And what I'm getting most of all is survival mode. And I was having to sleep with one eye open. I was having to be on guard. Just I was going through the motions, and just fear and worry and all of that goes with survival mode. And you're letting this go. This is what your whole revelation and healing and new perceptions that you're having is all about. It's healing this energy where you're like, you know what? I can actually feel at ease and relaxed and taken care of and supported and nurtured instead. And as you are coming to these realizations, and you are releasing these energetic, maybe physical blocks of some kind, it's creating this amazing momentum. And we have here Luathas the Wild, and this is just the green light card. So whatever it is that you're wanting to create, whatever it is that you're getting revved up about, this is just the green light to tell you, like, yeah, go for it. If it's like a new business, a new relationship, even just a new way of thinking, go for it, Aries. It's just going to benefit you and positively impact your life. And this is like, he is also the faster card. And so I just want to preface this that it's also going to be important for you to stay grounded, because especially since you're a fiery element, it can be really easy to get carried away, which can lead to unhealthy things, or even lead to destruction, the opposite of what you want. So it's just going to be not to scare you, Aries, but it's just going to be important to just stay grounded. Absolutely, go for it, blossom, start living your best life. But just maintain that groundedness and centeredness that you are creating in your life. Now, there is a balancing of energies that's going on here. So you are coming into this awareness that you can be nurtured. This is the bright mother, which is just wonderful, feminine energy, the cornucopia of abundance. So you have that going on for you, and you are also coming into your own personal power, I feel. So it's this balancing between light and shadow, as I would call it. This is your belief that you can have it, and the universe starting to reflect that to you, and you totally being surrounded by love. And this is also the aspect of you that is protecting this beautiful, precious energy. And it is my belief that we both need light and shadow to, it's just a part of who we are. One can't really exist without the other. And shadow doesn't mean bad or dark. It is just power, your inner power and knowing, and it's also protectiveness and where your intuition comes from, and being able to sense things that maybe you don't want to admit sometimes, or things that you can pick up on other people that maybe aren't so great. You know, this is like the knowing that someone isn't completely being genuine or honest or upfront about something, you know? So it's very important to have both, because they are both going to assist you in manifesting what it is that you want. So this might be a message to kind of nudge you in the direction of integrating both aspects into your being, not just one, but both. And this is also liberation, and just a complete freeing. And this might also have to do with expressing your sensuality, your sexuality, just your own creative self-expression in whatever form that is. And the other thing that I often get off of this card is cold shoulder. So you might, by ascending to a higher frequency, especially if you're in a job environment that isn't entirely positive, it might be actually healthy and wise to kind of distance yourself from some people, and like not in a rude way, or a not in a cold way or anything, but just being a little bit more reserved or vague, or just not not sharing too much with other people, keeping your energy to yourself, and allowing your shadow self to protect you. So that instinct or that impulse that you might have, listen to that. Listen to, I shouldn't be too friendly or too nice or too open to this person, because maybe you might be sensing that they are going to that they could take advantage of you, or they might just, it's just going to be like time wasted, or whatever. So I definitely don't mean be snooty or or anything like that. You can definitely do it in a lighthearted way where people don't even know. People might pick up on it, they might not, but it doesn't really matter either way. You don't have to be all best buds with everyone, and you can be vague and private. So the last card we have is the Singer of Connection, Aries, and connection. You are just feeling a lot more like you are just feeling a lot more whole, and especially once you integrate this, you will have a better sense of who you are and what you want, and what your values, morals, boundaries are. And most of all, I feel like this is the connection between you and the universe, that the universe does have your back. And in the guidebook, one of the people described this card as seeing an angel holding a sword with their hands in a prayer position. So, so I definitely feel like this isn't the sword of chop or hurting other people, but it is just the sword of your inner power and just knowing who you are. So not to be redundant, but you are just starting to see the connection between your thoughts, your feelings, and the outside world. And you're just connecting the dots, and you're really learning how to be more self-actualized and really self-aware, and just feeling more like you, perhaps. Like things are just flowing more, like your thoughts, you like instant manifestation. Like you think something manifests. You're connecting the dots. You're seeing how it all fits together. You're seeing the harmony of the universe, and you're just seeing things in a totally different way that is just totally freeing you up and making you feel more loved and supported and backed by the universe, and that the universe is inside of you. Aries. So I really hope that this message was of value to you. I'm sorry that it might seem that my energy was a bit low. I just did 2 readings, and I'm getting pretty tired. But I just really wanted to get that message out to you, Aries. And until we speak again next week, much love and light. Be kind to yourself. Know you are never alone, and know you are so, so loved.